what's up guys? New York Niles here. With, you guys were requesting some Mutt gameplay, so I got some Mutt gameplay. If you guys saw in the beginning, I'm versing Jskill. Yes, the YouTuber Jskill. We're in London Stadium on his home turf. I visited London Stadium. Let's see how this turns out. Walter Payton takes out the opening kickoff. Throw a little juke, break a tackle, still don't make it very far. Okay, so we got ball first. Sorry about that. Throw to Shannon Sharp, and watch Shannon Sharp. I can't believe he got in on that one. That was usually those aren't deemed catches. And Matt Forte, wide open, just too fast to outrun Deacon Jones. Too slow. What the hell am I saying? Too slow to outrun Deacon Jones, which is kind of unfortunate because he is 95 speed. Deacon Jones is 94, so that's pretty crazy that his D lineman is almost as fast as my running back, but. What are you going to do? Matt Forte's a beast. Wanted to change it up from Marshall Faulk a little bit. Throw to Mackey. Mackey's a beast on both teams. And if you guys watch Jskill's videos, which I highly recommend, his trademark people, I guess, he uses, Shannon Sharp almost always as his tight end. We throw a pick in the red zone. That hurts. And he's basically going to take it to the house. Unless Gene Upshaw can outrun Dick Lane. Yep. Did you guys hear him raging there? I don't know if you guys can hear him. I try to put his volume all the way up. I didn't put live comm, but I have his voice, so that's all that matters. And we get our own pick here with Deion Sanders. So we got a Dick and a Deion pick so far. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, his trademark players are Shannon Sharp and Curtis Martin. Those are his people. If you've ever watched his videos, he uses them almost any time. Here we go. Throw it up to Jerry Rice. And he doesn't have either of them playing. He has John Mackey and is it a Pro Bowl? Oh no, Combine Chris Johnson. So those are his players. There we go. I get into the end zone. Notice that. I didn't record a lot of kickoffs, but I recorded most of his, because I hit him hard every single time. Pretty much. Well, I'm not going to say every single time. That was pretty emphasized right now. Almost every single time. Ah, Mackey burns me. But I don't know why. My special teams was hitting hard. And he didn't fumble on that one. Hopefully he fumbles on the next one, or the next one, or the next one. I think there's like 4 or 5. And then he barely hits me, and Forte just cowers down like a little bitch and puts the ball on the ground. He runs up the middle of Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, insane speed, breaking tackles. Man, this guy. And what am I going to say? Hopefully you guys can hear his voice over my commentary, because I can't really hear it as I commentate. I kind of can, but not very. Let me see if I can turn that up. Sorry if you hear that little Mac volume. Oh, Young tripping. So I know he talked there. I don't know if you guys heard it. Hopefully you guys can, because he has some pretty cool reactions. It's cool. It's just cool that I'm playing Jskill in the first place, and we get sacked, and I would have taken the sack, but he just has to fumble. Oh, that hurts. Alright, so he's in the red zone. I was there, read the play all the way. I held what the hell am I trying to say? The Y button. I can't think of what it's called right now. The ball hawk button. But I was holding the trigger, the right trigger, the speed, the sprint, whatever you want to call it, and that always puts your guys out of position. Don't do that. I had that as a habit. I wish I could break it. That screws probably 90% of my user picks, because I have a decent user, but I just can't get anything because of that sprint button. It's pretty frustrating, but whatever. So we run here with Steve Young. Look at that makes no sense. Rewind that, guys, because I'm not going to replay it to waste time. But I ran. It looked like Steve Young still had the ball. He kept running, and then all of a sudden the ball was in Gene Upshaw's hand. He got tackled. Honestly, it made no sense. It's like the ball floated into Gene Upshaw's hand. Didn't even say fumble, like the little fumble banner that they have on the top. Randy Moss actually caught a ball. I believe in this game he has like 4 or 5 drop passes. For Randy Moss in this game with no fingers. I guess I ordered him without fingers. Usually Jskill orders his 3-star Jerry Rice with no fingers, but guess I accidentally ordered mine with no fingers. make sure next time, look, he reads that beautifully, overruns it, and his D lineman just read that beautifully. And if it look at look how hard I hit him every time, and Hester holds on to it. What the hell? Does a nice little screen here, breaks a tackle. Luckily, LT was there to take him down. The real LT, by the way, LaDainian Tomlinson is not the real LT. Not the first, not the best. Lawrence Taylor, by far, better than LaDainian Tomlinson, was before LaDainian Tomlinson, and he was on the Giants, and the Giants are amazing, and the Chargers suck. Sorry if you're offended by that. My personal opinion, you could like the Chargers if you want. Not really my favorite team. Don't really like the Chargers. Thank God we traded Phillip Rivers for Eli, because I'm not the biggest fan of Phillip Rivers, and Eli Manning is a beast at times. And look at that. My jeans just did not decide to block on that play. They weren't into it. But now, usually I have, if you go from left to right, oh my God, that was scary. So we end up punting the ball. I'm not going to risk that. His D is just too good. He burns me. Nope. Deion Sanders gets the ball. There we go. Get it right back. It's a pretty good game. We're scoring. Sorry, guys. We're scoring a lot. We're getting a lot of picks. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty back and forth. I'll take my Steve Young run, 96 speed, whatever the hell he has. Wish I had Julio Jones. He'd have 99 speed. That would just be vicious. Now throw the ball away, throw the ball. Yes. Alright. 3rd and 1. Forte has amazing catching for some reason. He's catching better than Marshall Faulk. I don't know what his catching is. You know what? I'm on the Ultimate Team screen right now. Let's go check. I'll keep my eye on the screen to make sure nothing important happens. But I did... Oh, there. That's important. Look at that. Shannon Sharp burning. That was a risky throw. I'll admit it. That was really risky. He's kind of raging there. Thank God I got that. Hit him hard again. I swear, every kickoff pretty much is just him getting destroyed. So, Matt Forte, I sold him to get some of those packs for the golden ticket promo. Oh wait, no, I can't check his catching. Damn it. But that 95 speed's kind of brutal. I know that the Doug Martin is 96 catching, because a friend of mine has that. I'm kind of sick of the Marshall Faulk. Like, he's good. There we go. Rogers, Camardi. DRC all the way. Alright. Anyway. Now, we only have 12 seconds, so it's not that big of a deal. But if we can get down the field here, we'll make some quick points. There we go. Get into field goal range. I will take that field goal. Kick it off. He's doing anything he can to get something going. Where my guys are chasing him down. He's breaking tackles. Finally, Ronnie Lott gets the tackle, like always. He gets like 4 tackles, and they're all from special teams. And he's just a special teams beast. I keep him on my team just for special teams. LT gets burned by John Mackey. And he breaks Deion Sanders' tackle. Kind of unfortunate, but this was pretty funny. Right before that happened, he was saying, don't take it out, don't take it out. And I took it out because I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Lose some yards. Oh, I don't really care about that much. But the worst that could happen is a fumble. And Walter Payton usually does not fumble. And look, Matt Forte, wide open for like 6 yards. Make this first down a little bit easier. And Shannon Sharp gets in the way. So we'll punt that off. We don't get the conversion. Give it back to him with his amazing team, his amazing offense. And on his defense, look at this. You gotta stand still for a little bit. His defense, he's doing a little bit of fag-D. He puts J.J. Watt in a purple zone every time. And J.J. Watt, I swear, made like 50% of the plays, which is a lot for one player. And then, I believe that's John Mackey. Burns my entire D again. Kind of getting old, so I kept getting burned for the most part. Here we go. Throw it to Shannon Sharp. I keep getting burned because I use the safety and I bring him up. Because most people throw it down the middle, but he's throwing deep. So I started using the middle linebacker, or I might have started using LT. I'm not really sure. Started using him because I was sick of getting burned, and it was just not fun. It wasn't fun for me. So Forte's being a beast, breaking tackles, not too fast, but he's good between the tackles because his elusiveness is very good. breaks every tackle, do some play action to Mackey, and then give the ball to him anyway. And then we're going to actually give it to Mackey, and he actually makes pretty good yardage. So we're only inches away. Look at this, ready? First down in the... J.J. Watt's amazing block shed gets that. I had that first down. No one was in my way. He was blocked. Two-star Upshaw, I believe, was on him. I don't know how in the hell he block shed him. Well, we get the touchdown, and then we do a fake, because the position we're in, if we catch up, we'll be down by 8. I'd rather be down by 7, so now... Or we were down... Or, I don't know. There was a reason. And Chris Johnson is being a beast. Absolute animal. Doing great. Being fast. And Jskill is kind of annihilating me right now. Kind of destroying me. It was an honor to play him. I'm not going to say honor, because that's kind of like, it's kind of like I'm worshiping him. And I'm not worshiping him. I just really appreciate his videos. Really like the videos. And hopefully my channel can get as big as his. Always a hope of mine. But it was not an honor. It was a privilege. That's a better word. It was a privilege to play him. I'm glad I got to play him. Glad I got to upload it. Because you guys have been asking for some Mutt gameplay. And what's better than Mutt gameplay versus Jskill? That's pretty exciting, I think, personally. And that play never, ever gets picked off. Sometimes it's overthrown. Sometimes it's dropped. And sometimes it might get tipped, but I've never seen that pick before. Dick Lane just reads that beautifully. This play does a draw up the middle. The blocking was perfect. Chris Johnson, no one is catching that man. So he's gone. He gone. Who is that? Is that Addy Cards? I think so. Been watching a lot of Addy Cards lately. Been watching a lot of Golden Sports, obviously. That whole inner circle thing, I guess they're called. I don't know. And I like Wiza too. I like both. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'll give you the inside scoop on Twitter. Apparently, GS and someone else, I don't remember who, were talking in some kind of chat. And GS called, I guess, you know, this is what Wiza posted. In the thing, it says GS called Wiza a snake, and the other guy was like, yeah, I agree, something like that. Wiza kind of flipped out on Twitter, was not happy about it. You know, I'm not sure if it's true, but by the way Wiza was acting, it seemed like it might. I don't know how he got this information, but I can't really judge either way. I don't know what Wiza did to Golden Sports, or if he just did nothing, and Golden Sports is just kind of not a fan of Wiza, thinking it was obviously a private conversation. But there, Gene Upshaw gets in my way. I would have had a first down, but Gene Upshaw's fat ass gets in my way. And anyway, Wiza's kind of upset, calling all these, those YouTubers fraud and things like that. He's not very happy. But, you know, what are you going to do? I'm sure it'll... Oh, my God. Bad read. 81 covering 81. Dick Lane gets the pick. Dick Lane's on fire. I believe he said that on that play. We sent a blitz because I thought he was going to run. He did a play action, even better. And then he does this screen, which doesn't lose yards. That's what I could say for it. It doesn't lose yards. And I believe this is one of the few plays that... Yep, look. Oh, what the hell? That was the weirdest animation I've ever seen. He caught the ball, then Dick Lane had his arms behind his head and catapulted it into the air away. So he finally stopped his O. So things are looking a little better. We're getting Rogers Camardi, or not Rogers Camardi, is it Rogers Camardi? DRC? Yeah, Rogers Camardi picks. We're driving pretty good on offense. That was a glitch route. I don't know, I used to run that route a lot. Now I have a new scheme where it's not 2 RBs, 2 running backs, 1 running back, 1 fullback, John Mackey at fullback. Same people on the field, just different formation. But this game is pretty much coming to an end. He run commit way to the left, so I was like, okay, I'll take that, run right to the right. Then went for it on 2, because if Madden tells me to go for 2, I'm going for 2. Because you're just a little bitch if you don't go for it when Madden tells you to. So, I did it, got it, worked out, finally get the user pick. He's triple covered, plus, he's double covered, plus my user there. Don't know why he threw that. Huge mistake. But we have 20 seconds left. So here, wide open, I've never seen Shannon Sharp drop it like that. Shannon Sharp would have caught that, then this we would have been on like maybe the 30, 25, something like that. A lot closer, not the 40. So we would have been like 20 more yards downfield, 15 here. That probably would have been on the 10-yard line, something like that, maybe on the touchdown. So I would have done a short pass real quick to try to get the touchdown, but we don't have enough time. I just take the field goal to make that a little less embarrassing. Hope you guys liked the video. This was my stay at London. Pretty brutal. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and have a nice day.